Hi guys. This is post water change. Massive water change. Scrubbed all the bottom and the sides. Emptied the filters. Water's always hazy when I turn the filters back on. I think because it disturbs all the gunk, but it ends up much clearer than normal after the fact. And they're always super active after a big water change. Hi guys. Okay. So, down here are my 2 quarantine tubs. I moved the fish from Julie out of the tub because they really just weren't happy in the tub at all. They came from a tank at Julie's house, so I think they just didn't like not being able to see anything. But they are much happier in here, even though there's less water. I'd like to see a little white one move around more. Look, there you go. So hopefully over the next couple of days there'll be much less bottom sitting from these guys. I'll be keeping a close eye on them though. And then next to them are my Thai ranchus, or Japanese line Thai bread, I believe. That's what Goran told me. They are from Goran. They arrived nice and safely all the way from Brisbane, I think, to Melbourne, which is awesome. So these 2 tanks get a water change every second day. And how I do that is I have a hose that goes out the window, which is just above this one. Goes out the window. So I siphon it out of each tank. The fish go into the tubs underneath their tanks, and these tubs are full of water that's aging naturally. So the fish get taken out and put into the tubs. With an air stone, I siphon all the water out from the window, and then I've also got the tap connected outside, so I fill them straight back up using the same tap. And then the fish go straight back in, so that's really easy for me, which makes quarantine super easy. These guys will be in here for at least 2 months, maybe 3. I like to do a really long quarantine because I've had some issues with short quarantine before. So 2 months really gives me time to treat them for flukes. So I always treat them all for flukes before they go in the big tank. And get on top of anything that pops up at all. And if I do see something, it'll end up being 3 months. So both of them will get the same treatment, both tanks, all 5 fish. Their filters are powered by the same air pump that is pumping these 2 tanks, the one above it and the big one. So I've only got 1 air pump going for all these, so I've got little airline hoses going everywhere. Sorry about the mess on the floor. And they go into the, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Not quite, but it's in there, trust me. So I don't have any extra filters running for these at all. They're just the one thing that's always on anyway, so it's no big deal for me to have 2 extra tanks going. And the light only goes on from when I'm home, so from about 4:30 onwards they get some light. The planted tank up there is on timer, but that's about it. Got my pom-pom fish. They're also from Korean, he made them. Pretty clever. So that's just a little update on my tanks. And my big boy. You gonna talk to me? No? Okay. Go back to your fish, Mom.